morning in front of us. A few clouds around, about a 20% chance of showers. High 93, then Saturday mix of clouds and sun. 20% chance of rain. Sunday, 60% chance of rain, but not as hot. 87 for the daytime high. And it looks like rain chance is pretty good for the first few days of next week as well. Welcome into Dixon and Vining, Talk 99.5, talk995.com. Hope you've got some fun weekend plans, or maybe it's just going to be a relaxing weekend with the heat and the rain.
Lay back, take it easy, enjoy yourself.
At least find something to do indoors, maybe on Sunday.
Maybe.
Now that could change.
Maybe.
We know how that works.
Exactly. You know it's big nowadays with the kids. I don't know if you heard about this or not. Pickleball. Yeah. There's like several pickleball indoor
They're
courts
everywhere
that are opening
now.
up
They're
nowadays.
everywhere. They're
Yeah.
indoor. They're outdoor. Yeah, pickleball's huge.
Do you remember that fitness craze that involved trampolines, mini trampolines
Yeah,
for a
little
while
bit.
there?
Mhm.
Yeah, it seems like that was all the rage for a minute.
Remember
and a
when
half.
racquetball was big?
I used to play racquetball.
Man, I
played
used to
the
play
hell
a
out of some
lot.
racquetball.
Right.
Yeah.
And then
It was good. It was
kind of went away.
It kept me active. It kept me focused. Because I'm so competitive, I didn't notice that I was exercising.
That's always important.
Yeah.
And the same thing happens with pickleball. You
Yeah.
tend to forget you're
Yeah.
actually moving around a court.
But I'm glad to see, and I hope it does not die out like some of these other trends have, because people seem to be enjoying it a great deal. Let's see if we can't keep this ball rolling, people. Let's do it. 907 with Dixon inviting Mr. Bugs, MRBUGGS.com. Bugs don't like the heat. They don't like the wet. They're going to come inside. That's how it is, unless you lay down a barrier to keep them out. Well, not you personally. Mr. Bugs will do it. You call them, and you say, hey, I'm being infested over here. Come on and lend a hand. They'll be more than happy to do so for you. They also handle the mosquito reduction, which, since it's been a bit wet lately, there's probably been more mosquitoes in your neck of the woods. There's none in mine. None. I'm telling you, I've been outside a bunch lately. 0 amounts of mosquitoes on my property. There's probably 1 or 2 out there, but they don't call it mosquito eradication. They call it mosquito reduction. And I can tell you it really, really does work. If you got a pool, you got an outdoor entertaining area, you love to spend time outside, you got to take advantage of this. Plus, of course, termite bonding and small rodent control. The number, 844-MRBUGGS on the telephone, 844-MR-BUGS, 2 Gs on the telephone, or MrBugs.com, 2 Gs. You're going to get all the information you need there, make an informed decision, and tell them you heard about it from me, because they like that. Mr. Bugs, they know what bugs you. I'm going to call BS on this story, and let's see if you don't feel the same way there, Miss Skeptical.
All right, let's hear it.
Woman arrested for allegedly sewing roommate's lips shut.
You know, the first thing that came to mind, how the heck did you do that
Mm-hmm.
without her waking up?
Mm-hmm.
Did you
Hi,
knock
Bill
her
Cosby.
out?
How can I help?
Yeah, was she knocked out with something? Did you tie her up? Did you duct tape her hands? What do we got going here?
49-year-old woman in Japan has been arrested for allegedly sewing her roommate's lips together. Masaya Sakurai is alleged to have sewn her roommate's lips shut with a needle and thread on June 29th, according to the Kyodo News by Japan Wire and Independent. According to the Japan Today and Asia News Network, the roommate, 42, escaped a day later when Sakurai left the house. The roommate reportedly wore a white face mask as she ran to a nearby shop, carrying a piece of paper that read, "Please help me," because she couldn't speak. I was afraid of Sakurai, so I couldn't escape right away, the roommate said, per Japan Today. The motive behind the incident is currently being investigated. So,
I don't know how you do that.
let me ask you something.
Yeah.
No knives, no scissors in the house for you to cut that thread? What's the deal? I mean, again, if your hands are free and you have access to some sort of...
I'm backing it up further.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Well, how do you... Yeah.
Come on.
You sew someone's lips shut without them noticing? Please.
I need more details. And
Oh,
they're
yeah,
not
Drunk or
they're
drugged,
not-
one of the two.
Yeah, they must.
Could be.
It can't be that you are wide awake and, oh, yes, please, suture my lips together.
I didn't even notice you
the
were sewing
heck?
my face. That was a complete surprise
I
to
didn't
me.
notice.
Here's something that everyone should rejoice in. The United States Postal Service is going to raise the price of a stamp again.
What?
Can we
What
just-
now?
Can we just make it $1, please? Can
Yeah,
we
round
just-
what
that?
odd number are they coming up with this time?
They're kicking it up 4 cents.
4 whole cents.
Price
Two?
of a first-class stamp is going from 74 to 78 cents. Is that right?
No, I think it's higher
I'm
than
sorry,
that.
78 to 82 cents.
Yeah, there we go.
All right,
first class
just
mail.
make it 85.
Just make it $1.
Yeah, make it $1. I don't
Be
care.
done with it.
Why
Make it
are we going by
$1.
82?
I
Why don't
don't-
we go by 5 or 0?
So dumb.
I agree
Everybody
with
else
you.
is getting rid of the penny. The post office is just sticking with it.
82 cents.
But you're not bitter. Domestic
I don't
postcards.
understand it.
Yeah.
Nor do I.
Never understood it.
70.
You'll like this.
85.
Domestic postcards are going from 61 to 65 cents.
Oh,
You'll
thank
like that.
goodness.
Oh,
There's
wow.
4
Hey,
cents.
a 5. What do you know?
How about international postcards from $1.70 to $1.75, say with international 1-ounce letters?
Huh.
$1.70 to $1.75. Of course, there's always email. So,
Yeah.
in the midst of the severe financial crisis facing the Postal Service and continued rising operational costs, the Postal Service is using all available tools to ensure we can continue to fulfill our universal service obligation and serve the American public. I would like to put somebody in charge of the post office that can run it like a business and say, this is what it's going to cost now to mail a letter. This is what it's going to cost to mail a package. This is what it's going to cost to send something internationally, and create a world where the post office pays for itself.
That would be nice.
I mean, why
Could
are
you
they
make that
charging
happen,
us?
Richard? Make that happen.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and take that job.
Would you?
No, somebody else. There's going to have to be a different postmaster general, somebody with a head for business, who's able to go in there. And people say, it's not supposed to pay for itself. Of course it is. Why are we paying? Why are we paying to mail things? If it's not supposed to pay for itself, just use average tax dollars and pile them into that and let that pay for the process. It was designed originally to pay for itself, and for a long time it did. And now lately, not so much. So, yeah. That's why they
Not so
keep
much at
jacking the
all.
prices.
Yeah.
Not at all. Not ever. How about that? I knew this was going to come home to roost, and it finally has come. The United States men's national World Cup team got themselves a lovely $12.8 million payout for making the round of 16, which is, big money if you're a soccer player, professional soccer player. You made some very nice coin there. Now, 20% of it automatically goes to U.S. soccer. So the other 80%, you think, you divide that up among the men's. Oh, wait, hold on. We forgot. Several years ago, the U.S. women's national team had something we can really only refer to as a hissy fit, and said, it's not fair that they get so much more than we do. Okay, to be fair,
Is
the
that
women,
how they sounded?
they did. They sounded exactly like that. To be fair, they have won several World Cups, the women's team. They're better than the other women's teams. They're not as good as a high school boys team. We found that out a couple of weeks ago when news leaked that they had played it was actually a 14 and under team, and they lost to them. Boys 14 and under team. The U.S. women's team. Ouch. But they threw a hissy fit and said it's not fair that the men get paid so much more than we do. So we want you to split their earnings with us. So now you take $12.8 million, you subtract 20%, which is going to U.S. men's soccer, and then you take the other 80% and divide it. 40% goes to the men, 40% goes to the women. So about $6.4 million.
Interesting.
Comes out
If
to
the
roughly
guys aren't too happy about that.
$246,153 per player. Yeah, well, look, obviously they're not, and the WNBA tried this as well, and NBA just went, no, we're not doing that. The women's team just doesn't garner as much attention, as much money, they have fewer sponsors, they don't have as many eyes on them. I love U.S. women's national team soccer, and I will watch the Women's World Cup next year, assuming, of course, the women make the cut. I assume they will. It'll be much better. Megan Rapinoe will not be there, so that'll make me happy.
Yeah.
Do they have to give a cut to the guys when they get
Yes,
When
they
they
do.
win?
wherever
Yes.
they go?
If they win the entire enchilada, which would be $1.8 million for winning the World Cup for women, a little bit of disparity.
You think?
Again, 20% goes to U.S. soccer, and then they split the remaining $8.50. So $4.25 a piece. It's going to work out great.
Men's soccer team will be thrilled to get that check.
Everybody will be happy, right?
No, I mean, come on. This is ridiculous. There's a reason why men's teams tend to do better than women's. There's a reason why the NBA has the salaries that they have. There's a reason why the WNBA has the salaries that they have. Right now, there's a lot of eyes on them because of a couple of people, Caitlin Clark and Sophie Cunningham. Those are the two really big reasons why anybody is even watching, and they both play for the Indiana Fever. So everybody is kind of tuned in, and Angel Reese, of course, is the bad girl, and so on and so forth. They got a nice little thing going there, but the reality is they draw 1/10, 1/12, 1/15 of what the NBA draws in terms of viewership. You can't get paid as much. That's like saying, well, it's not fair that my pizza place isn't getting as much business as the one down the block, so he should have to take some of his profits and share them with me. No.
Yeah, it's different leagues.
Yeah.
I mean, to combine them,
Doesn't work that
Yeah.
way. Let's see. I can rip through a couple more of these quick stories. Disney's ABC license is up for renewal, and now they're holding the hearings where the people are coming out and going, you shouldn't get it because of, and there's a lot of really stupid reasons why, and there's a lot of good reasons why.
Number one reason, The View.
Yeah, that is number one reason. And Jimmy Kimmel, number two. $1.5 million worth of cocaine was seized by the Customs and Border Patrol in a special FIFA World Cup shipping operation.
Uh-oh.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah. $1.5 million.
That's a lot of drugs.
Something strange about these soccer balls.
Yeah. And Kiss bassist Gene Simmons actually had a solo concert performance. I didn't realize that he did that. But yeah, he did a little something on his own. And he made sure to stop and tell the crowd, in case you didn't know, you're blessed. You're living in the greatest bleeping country on the planet, and that's called the USA. He talked about how he was an immigrant himself, came from Israel. He was born in Israel, and celebrating the 250th birthday of the United States. That's why we've had anywhere from 20 million to 30 million illegal immigrants coming in, because they're willing to break the law and come into the greatest country on the face of the planet right now. And he threw in at the end, if you don't like America, please go back to where you bleeping came from. And I'm thinking, well, you're never going to get a job on the whole Tennessee train conductor thing with that attitude,
They're going
mister.
to fire you.
I hope you don't apply for that on the Incline Railway.
Gene Simmons is over there going, we could buy that.
That's right. Probably could.
9:18 with Dixon, inviting Steve Stern coming up next. Man. The all-girl group came along at just the right time when MTV was getting started. Seeing these girls frolicking in a fountain was much better than Friends, I'll tell you that.
Hey, real quick, we may get some severe weather over the weekend.
Yeah?
Y'all heads up on this.
Yeah.
That the next 3 days, the National Weather Service, North Alabama really for later today at
Okay.
Huntsville, Fort Payne, Muscle Shoals, those areas.
Gotcha.
And then tomorrow, it looks like it drops a little bit further. It'll be Birmingham northward, where we're in a little bit of a severe risk for Saturday, level 2. And Sunday, the whole state's pretty much covered up with the potential of a little bit of severe weather. So y'all just watch it. There's a little front coming through. It's going to change the temperature on Sunday, and then still some rain chances for Monday and Tuesday. So that's just coming down, and want y'all to be aware.
All righty then.
All right, stop. When we talk about all this rain, you want to make sure that you stop it from coming into your home. How about giving B-Dry a call? And if nothing else, just say to David Feven and the guys at B-Dry, could you come out and give me a free quote and look and see what's going on at my house? Because these are some of the things that folks in central Alabama experience, and that's maybe some water in the crawl space area that's not supposed to be there. Mildew on the walls of your basement. If that is happening and you smell the musty, maybe you don't even see it, you just smell that the air quality is not right. That's when it's time to call B-Dry. Let them come out and take a look. And this can be very serious. If you talk about cracking in the foundation, that means that water has been coming into some places and some shifting is going on. That's not good for the structure of your house. So very important to fix these things if you're dealing with any of them. And B-Dry can help you out. In business over 65 years. And right now, for a limited time, only 25% off encapsulation. Take advantage of that. They don't mind. Call them today. B-Dry is at 942-1976. Of course, it's area code 205-942-1976. Look up B-Dry online. There's videos on their website. There's all kinds of great information. But a company that's been around and in business this long with a great warranty, the strongest lifetime warranty in the business, is who you want to contact. B-Dry, BDryAlabama.com, 942-1976.
It's Steve's turn.
So as we noted yesterday morning, Bonnie Tyler passing away, the noted singer born Gaynor Hopkins, June 8th, 1951 in Wales, one of 5 kids to a coal mine worker and a homemaker. Said as she grew up, her house was full of music. Some of her early influences included Frank Sinatra, Elvis, and then the Beatles, and she herself grew up singing in church. It was singing in church prompted her aunt to enter her into a talent competition. She placed second there. By the way, an accordionist one. That inspired her to continue on in a singing career before she reached the age of 20. Changed her name for the first time in order to avoid some confusion with another well-known Welsh singer of the time named Mary Hopkin. She was joined Bobby Wayne and the Dixies as a backup singer before she then moved on, formed her own band, which she named Imagination. 1975, she was discovered by a talent scout while singing with that band, who invited her to London to record a demo track. That demo track began making the rounds to record companies, and RCA Records liked what they heard, offered her a recording contract, but with the recommendation that she change her name again before going through a newspaper and writing down several options for her first and last name. She ultimately decided upon Bonnie Tyler. First album was released the very next year, 1976. The first single, called My Honeycomb, was not a big seller. So the record company, believing in her, decided, in preparation for single number 2, entitled Lost in France, they invited 30 different music journalists and radio personalities to a meet and greet with Bonnie in France over a 4-course meal, all on the record company. Would that be considered payola nowadays? Either way, the song charted, made the top 10 in Britain, prompted her very first appearance on the influential British TV show Top of the Pops. Second album came out in 1977. In support of it, she became the opening act on a tour headlined by Gene Pitney. But that spring, she underwent surgery to remove some nodules from her vocal cords, was then told not to sing or speak for 6 weeks to recover. Apparently it began to wear on her, and in her frustration, some stories go, she screamed in frustration well before the 6 weeks was complete, and it was that, a whole lot of reports state, that caused her new, soon-to-become signature raspy voice. Some people have debated that. In all, 5 singles did get released off of that album, though it was the 5th one that broke her internationally. You probably have heard it. It's called It's a Heartache. Went to top 5 in both the Britain and the United States. She would continue to release albums, about 1 or so a year, with decent enough sales and airplay to keep the record company happy, but she was less and less happy with them, feeling like they were pushing into other genres of music. So when her contract ended in 1982, she moved, joined CBS Columbia, was given her choice of new producers. Think about this for a moment. She considered the likes of Phil Collins and Jeff Lynne, but ultimately chose Jim Steinman because she was a fan of his music. When she performed Total Eclipse of the Heart, Steinman said the song was perfect for her voice. The song was the first single off of the album, propelled the album faster than the speed of night to debut at number 1 on the British charts, and it went as high as number 4 on the album charts here in the U.S. That single, still one of the best-selling singles in British history. More than 6 million copies were sold, prompted a slew of music award nominations as well. From there, she followed the lead of singers like Kenny Loggins, recorded songs for soundtracks, including one for the Kevin Bacon film Footloose entitled Holding Out for a Hero. In case you can't remember quite where it was used over the scene of Bacon and his antagonist playing chicken using farm tractors. She would, however, turn down an offer to record the title theme for the James Bond film Never Say Never Again. Her success in the U.S. kind of dried up after that. She continued to record, get airplay, sell well in Europe, and continued to release albums until really just last year, and she was touring as recently as 2024. Back in 1972, she married 1972 Olympic judo competitor Robert Sullivan. The couple ended up having no children, but they remained married until her passing. It was in March of this year she had undergone an emergency surgery in Portugal, treat a perforated intestine. She was placed in a medically induced coma. When the doctors brought her out of it, she suffered a heart attack at that time. The doctors, though, were able to revive her. She was placed in another medically induced coma. When awakened in mid-June, doctors said that she, quote, remained unwell, unquote, passed away due to an illness that exacerbated her other health problems. Kevin Bacon, for example, noted on social media her passing by posting, quote, I could not imagine chicken racing a tractor to any other song, R.I.P. Many other artists expressed sympathies as well, including Bryan Adams and Sir Cliff Richard. Bonnie Tyler, 75 years old.
So this morning where Rod Stewart made note of it on Facebook, said he plays It's a Heartache at every concert, and he does. It's about the 3rd or 4th song in. I was like, what
His
the hell's
voice
he
works
doing?
well for that, too.
Of course. He's like, people mistook us for each other all the time. I'm
Sure.
like, I cannot believe this. Why is he playing? And it was great. It sounded great. And sad that she's gone. Kind of wish she had done the Never Say Never Again theme, because I can't remember who did it, but I bet it would have been memorable if Bonnie Tyler did it, huh?
Maybe so, yeah.
9:30 Dixon and Vining, Talk 995, Talk995.com. Thanks, Steve. Appreciate you. As always, stick around for a little food talk coming your way next. Kings of the Chinese splash symbol, formerly known as the Baseball Boys. They changed their name to the Outfield. I know this wasn't their only hit. If I recall, they had 2 or 3. But
Since you've been gone.
Really, that's it. Okay. So the beginning of my radio career, as I recall, which was, as we all know, 10,000 years ago.
Feels like it, doesn't it?
Dixon and Finding Talk 99. Sometimes it feels like 10,000 years. Sometimes it feels like 2 days. You know?
Yeah.
Depends on which drugs I'm on at the time. We have a commercial absolute land auction taking place in Pell City coming up next week. It's July the 16th. That's Thursday. Thursday. Where exactly is this? Well, it's 34 acres, commercial acres zone, best possible zoning you could imagine. And it is right there on US 231 and Stemley Bridge Road, right near the Publix. You know where the Publix is in Pell City? Boom, there it is, right there. Can't miss it. Never been developed. Same family, 70 years, no minimums, no reserves. This is an absolute auction. Goes to the highest bidder, end of story. GTauctions.com if you'd like to find out more. GTauctions.com. Now, that's the first of a couple of auctions that they've got going on. That is, again, the 16th of July, next Thursday. The next one is on the 23rd, and that has to do with Argo. There is a 13,000 square foot building at 65 Angus Street. It is very close to exit 148 on I-59, right next to, it's near US 11, about 300 feet off US 11. Building perfectly located for any business, got the roll-up doors. You can put a bunch of people in there if you want to be a landlord, however you want to do it. You got to take a look at it, find out more. Once again, GTauctions.com, the place to go. That's another absolute auction. So 2 dates to remember, the 16th and the 23rd. There's another auction on the 23rd. I don't want to confuse you with too much info, so just go there. GTauctions.com. That'll tell you everything you need to know when it comes to an absolute auction. And if you have something you'd like to put up for auction, GTauctions.com, again, the place to go. They know their stuff. They've been at it for a long time. Let's take a look at something that both Valerie and I love, which is Jesse's on the Bay. This is a fantastic steak and seafood place that is down in Fort Morgan. And it is, I only got to eat the appetizers because I stupidly ordered appetizers. I will never do that
You
again.
got full on the appetizers.
Yeah, that was dumb. Didn't
Love
even
this
eat them all.
place.
I
Yeah.
mean, just, a couple of great cocktails and some appetizers. And then I was like, I'm skipping dinner. Thank you for the bread. Really loved it. Steaks and seafood, the original Jesse's has been a regional favorite since 1999. That's an offshoot from Magnolia Springs. Now Jesse's on the Bay, which opened in 2023, is all the rage. And man, oh man.
The Magnolia Springs one is really quaint. It's a neat restaurant, and then they took it to Fort Morgan and opened up the second one that's on the Bay, and it's top notch, folks. It's really good food.
If you make a trip down to Fort Morgan and do not
Make a reservation.
You got to make a reservation. You can do lunch or dinner. I suggest dinner, though, because you get a better choice, better menu. Steaks and pork chops, and you get from the raw bar. There's oysters, shrimp, ceviche, tuna.
So good.
So really good stuff. Great view of Bon Secours Bay as well. This is the Restaurant of the Month by Southern Living.
For the
Okay.
month
I
of
didn't know
July.
they did Restaurant of the Month.
Yeah.
Now you know.
Apparently.
We got some of this yesterday, Bluebell, with a brand new flavor.
Ooh, thank you, Ryan.
Yeah,
that
we
was
did.
delicious.
Chocolate lava cake.
And it is. Lava luscious.
Now, the thing about chocolate lava cake is when you get it served, it's supposed to have like a warm, chocolatey center, gushy, delicious. But the
Kinda hard to
reality
do
is
with ice
you
cream.
can't do that with ice cream.
Yeah.
So it
Sure.
actually
But the taste is
solidified. Oh,
fabulous.
It was very, very tasty.
I had to fight to keep from going back for seconds because I just don't need that much ice cream in my life. I had to fight from keeping myself from eating more of the red, white, and blue ice cream last night out of my freezer. I was just like, you had ice cream once today, Richard. Stop it. Show some self-control. Do you want your pants to fit or not?
I still have some in the freezer.
Oh.
And it's just sitting there calling my name.
It's really good. Plus, I macerated, if you've ever macerated, you know.
Careful
eventually
there. Wait, careful.
like it hurt.
Careful.
You'll need glasses. But macerated some strawberries and blueberries together. Very little sugar involved in this process. A little bit of lemon juice. And so it's kind of it's mushy, it's gushy. It's kind of what you it's what, if you just did strawberries, it's kind of what you pile over strawberry shortcake. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
I put this on the ice cream. I get a scoop of the ice cream, the red, white, and blue ice cream, and then I put the macerated blueberries and strawberries over the top, a little bit of whipped cream. Oh,
So good.
fantastic. I fool myself into believing I'm eating fruit.
It's
You
close.
tell yourself that to make yourself feel better.
Exactly. I'm getting a lot of fruit in this.
Yeah.
It's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Walmart and Aldi can just stand the heck aside because there's a grocery store that is beating them as cheapest in the U.S. We don't have one here unless you go for the delivery. It's Kroger.
Come back, Kroger.
Restaurant
What,
furniture.
create a new supermarket war?
I
Why?
wish, please. Restaurant Furniture Plus did a study on stores that offers the best savings on in-store brands. The test compared the total cost of 15 essentials like dairy, starches, chicken, and baking ingredients. Kroger topped the list with an overall basket total of $30. Kroger offered the lowest prices on 10 of the 15 items analyzed, more than any other retailer. The chain participated in, stood out in the pantry category, offering diced tomatoes for 72 cents, spaghetti for 96 cents, granulated sugar at $2.56 a bag. Also had the lowest prices on a dozen large eggs, $1.29.
That's pretty good.
20-ounce loaf of wheat bread. Coming in second was Walmart, where the items totaled $30.95. Oh, an extra dollar. Oh, forget it. I'm never shopping there again. Had the lowest price on 3 of the 15 items analyzed, performing particularly well for chicken breast, $1.95 a pound, white rice, how come I got to be white? $1.34 per 2-pound bag, and canned black beans, how come they got to be black? 85 cents a can.
Calling Walmart racist?
Yeah, that's what it sounds like. And, I guess we don't have, like you said, we got the Kroger delivery.
Mm-hmm.
What's the fee on the delivery? So are we wiping all of this out
Probably.
because you're having it delivered?
Aldi was third. I'm kind of surprised with this. Total basket cost $33.15. Aldi was the standout in the dairy category with a gallon of whole milk for $3.05, no question. Cheapest among all 4 supermarkets, also held the lowest price for all-purpose flour at $2.15. Fourth place was Albertsons, who just suck. Total basket
Speaking
cost
of not being in Alabama.
$35.58.
There
Yeah,
was
none of
one.
those.
Yeah.
There used
the
to
last,
be.
Last I remember seeing one was Pensacola. That was years ago. I have often wondered, though, for all intents and purposes, why Kroger decided not to build outside of Georgia and come into Alabama.
It is interesting. I have no idea why they're doing delivery only in Birmingham. I feel like there's room for another grocery store because right now we're basically dealing with Aldi, Publix, the Pig, and Food City, right? Am I missing one?
Walmart.
Walmart,
Walmart,
neighborhood
yeah.
grocers. Yeah, okay, that's true. And I have to admit, out of all of those, I probably shop at Walmart more often than any of them because the prices are the best. They're very convenient. There's one just down the hill from us. It's easy to get to. Only thing I don't like about that is if, for instance, you got yourself a head cold and you need some NyQuil, you have to go get 2 guys who can turn their key at the same time to unlock. Because that particular store, they're like, this stuff just keeps disappearing. Keeps getting walked
they
away
do
with.
it at they're all their stores. There's
No, they don't. The one
Another one that I shop
Yeah,
at that's
really?
not that one. Yes, it's locked up.
Really, the one
Yes.
on Lakeshore is sitting out there wide open. I'm able to steal it very easily.
There's one south of town
No
that
problem.
Oh,
they,
you're
they
the
lock
guy.
it.
Okay, you're the problem.
Whoever's stealing it, stop it so we can get to
That's
it.
oh, me. Okay, sorry. Never mind.
Crazy.
How about National Friday? Ready for National Friday?
Yes.
Always.
That's our National Friday deals. Today's the day, people. Arby's Rewards member can score a $1.99 XL fry with a $5 minimum purchase. That's coming up through the 12th of this month.
So you got to have an app, right?
A, you have to have an app. B, you have to spend at least $5, and then you get XL fry for an extra $2. This does not sound like much of a deal, but it does sound like Arby's, which is expensive. Carl's Jr., a.k.a. Hardee's. July 10th, customers can get a free large order of fries or waffle fries with a purchase of $1 or more. Okay. Checkers and Rallies. I know there's one out there somewhere. People love their fries. They got the coating on them. I'm not a fan. Running buy one, get one free offer on the chain's famous seasoned fries, plus a $1 sauce trio through July 12th. Chick-fil-A. Spot the cows.
I already did it.
Valerie won the Spot the
I
Cows
got
game
it. I was so proud of myself.
through July 13th. One member can play the game and receive a reward for one free medium waffle fries while supplies last. The offer is valid through the 13th.
Are you?
I might go do that today.
I was going to ask if you were going to go take advantage of
I
that.
just might
Better
might
get
cash
on it.
in on that.
By the way,
I
got to have
hurry.
the app.
Yeah.
Freddy's Frozen Custard and Steak Burgers rewards members can get a large order of fries for $1.99.
App.
The single-use offer can be redeemed at the drive-thru, in restaurants, or for pickup and delivery. Okay, $1.99 for a large order of fries. Do they have good fries at Freddy's?
Yeah, they are pretty good.
Okay.
As I remember, it's been a while since I've
Sounds
been
like my kind of place. Let's see. The McDonald's Rewards app users can get a free medium order of fries with any $1 purchase on July 10th at participating restaurantes.
That's today. You better get them today.
Hurry,
You better
hurry.
eat them in the
And
first 5 minutes.
Yeah, eat
Yeah.
them in 7 minutes or you're done.
Packing peanuts. Popeyes reward members can get a free regular Cajun fries on July 10th when they make a minimum $5 purchase on the chain's app or website. Red Robin
We don't have any.
closed.
Don't have one around here no more.
Shake Shack. Consumers can get free classic fries with any sandwich purchase with the code FRYDAY, FRYDAY 26. The offer is valid on the chain's app, website, or in restaurantes. Wendy's. On July 10th, Wendy's customers can get free fries any size with a $5 purchase on the chain's app. And Whataburger. Rewards members can get a free medium order of fries on July 10th. No purchase necessary.
Oh, that's
Whoa.
pretty good. Way to go, Whataburger.
Whataburger. You just have to
I didn't
wait.
wait. You didn't say anything about an app, and
Nothing.
you didn't say that I had to purchase anything.
Well,
You
you have
walk
to be a
in.
rewards member.
Well,
Oh.
okay.
If you're a rewards member, chances are good you have the app.
More
I
than
think
likely,
that's
yeah.
Safe to say, yeah. Sorry
Never
about
mind.
that. Mhm. And now the most insane food story you'll hear this week, and it's good because it's the last one. Uncrustables has just launched its most unhinged sandwich yet.
Unhinged?
Yes, unhinged.
Okay.
What
And
is
by that
that?
we mean you'll have to unhinge your jaw to eat it. They have teamed up with Logan's Roadhouse for a new Uncrustables burger.
Huh?
For its first ever limited time collaboration with the J.M. Smucker Company, Logan's Roadhouse has introduced the Uncrustable burger to its Southern-inspired menu. Yes, that means the top and bottom buns are replaced with 2 Uncrustables, and the result is exactly the sweet and savory chaos you would imagine. Burger starts with a 7-ounce beef patty, 7 ounces, topped with melted cheddar and garlic pickle aioli, but the real star is the bun, 2 beer-battered, fried, grape Uncrustable sandwiches. Grape and peanut butter, obviously. Yeah. Sure, it might leave some people scratching their heads at first, but anyone who's ever had a classic Elvis sandwich or burger knows that rich, creamy peanut butter plays surprisingly well with a savory, salty meat. Add the sweet, tart grape jelly to cut through the richness, much like bacon jam or tomato jam would, and the whole thing starts to make a whole lot more sense.
Really? Sure about that?
First of its kind burger is available now at participating corporate-owned Logan's Roadhouse locations while supplies last, priced at $14.99. That's better than some of those fast food menu items we were talking about earlier. But if a peanut butter burger isn't really your thing, the collaboration also includes a dessert that leans into Uncrustable's sweeter side, a beer-battered fried Uncrustable sandwich topped with melted marshmallows, vanilla ice cream, chocolate sauce, and caramel. Logan's Roadhouse is trying to kill us.
Yeah, or give us a heart attack.
Why?
Yeah, I don't know.
What did we do to you,
Hey,
Logan's?
this is what makes America great. Makes America great.
We do regularly complain when they don't try, the really hard-hitting stuff on us in other, at other places, other restaurants. They're like, look what's in Singapore. Shut up. We need that here. Uncrustable burger. If anybody tries one of these, please let us know how it works out. I would like to know.
I looked it up.
I
I
would
can
like
only
to try
find
it.
2 locations, Fultondale and Trustville.
Yep, that's right.
Come on, you
that's where
folks
they are.
in Fultondale, and
I don't know if they're
Gardendale.
corporate-owned, but I hope that they have it.
got it. We might need to make a road trip to try this.
I don't know.
Come on.
I don't.
I mean,
You seem unconvinced.
this is a once in a lifetime. Come on. We're forget the wing run.
Yeah, that's right. We'll
We
throw
need
that
an
over the side.
Uncrustable run.
We're dumping the wing run this
Yeah,
Thursday.
let's go.
Uncrustable run.
Going for the Uncrustable
Uncrustable
burger
run.
in Fultondale. 9:50 with Dixon inviting your texts and the Dixon Inviting question of the day coming up next. Little big boy. Andre 3000. Love those guys. 9:54, Dixon and Vining, Talk 99.5, talk995.com. Let's take a quick glance at some of your texts. Wilson says, Richard, your early days were smoke signals. Shut up. Nobody likes you. Kroger does fuel points with Shell, says Ian. Thank you, Ian. Andrew says, sorry, the closest Kroger is in Hartselle. Disregard Richard talking over me. Shut up, Ian. I mean, Adam. I like Ian.
Adam, Ian,
Adam's
whatever.
Trouble. Whoever you are, shut up. Kroger used to have a couple of stores in the Huntsville area. Not sure if they're still there. I don't know either, Chris, but thank you.
Delivery fee, there, so.
Delivery fee is $6.95. Or you can become a Boost member for $69 a year, which gives you 2 free delivers a week for a year with Kroger. That sounds pretty good. I got to tell you, I'll never have groceries delivered until I become so infirm I can't leave the house. I like shopping.
Going to the store.
Yeah.
I do.
I mean, it's a
People think we're crazy, but
No.
I do.
I say that,
I like
but
going.
I think at least once a week, sometimes twice a week, there is a Kroger delivery truck that comes in around my neighborhood. And it's constant. So somebody around is using it big time.
somebody paid the $69.
Yeah, that's the person that hates to shop.
Right.
But you still have to go online and tell them what it is you need and want.
My granddaughter loves to go to the store, and when she was like 3 or 4, she'd always be like, "We're going grocery. We're going grocery." That's like that was her idea of.
How cute.
You know, and I'm like, I'm glad you're as excited about this as I am.
We're going grocery.
I think about it all the time, and I'm getting in the car and go, I'm going grocery. I'm just thrilled.
That's adorable.
It's fun.
Yeah.
Let's see. Bessemer store. Bessemer store NyQuil is out in the open too. Go figure. Yeah. We'll never understand that.
Nope.
Dixon and Vining's question of the day.
Here it is. The last text. Your last text is the quote on your gravestone. What is it? And to be specific, I'm talking about the last text you sent. Okay. What is the last text you sent is going on your gravestone, Steve?
Last text I sent to my friend Brad said, keep it and don't say I never gave you anything.
That'll look good. What about you, Valerie?
Mine was, God made me laugh out loud this afternoon.
Oh, wow.
That'll be on the headstone.
That'll be on the
At
headstone.
least I got God in there. Maybe that'll help me.
Mine is really depressing. I find I use my Facebook Messenger much more than texting.
Yeah.
So when I went back and looked at the text, it's from several days ago. And it is this. I'll be right down.
Nice.
Oh, no, Richard.
Yeah. Hello.
You need to say I'll be right up.
Yeah.
Not right down.
Apparently not.
Vicky says, don't worry about me. I'm with friends. I like that.
There you go.
John says, no thanks. We are good. What's my share of the insurance, says Nathan. What? John, are you okay? At Grandview now and picking up speed, says Randy. Good.
Wow.
I just realized we left our sandwiches at Noddy's last night. I would like to see that on a gravestone. Kurt says, okay, let me know. I'm doing a workout mid-morning, lunch, and then free. You're freer than you think.
Maybe not anymore.
Gina says, no, sir. Well, okay, then. To my daughter, did you need any OJ or chocolate milk? Thanks.
Sean A. says, walked in and look what I found.
Matt, where's my phone?
That's funny.
Hope it's there with you. But I'm having fun, says Chris. The hell did I do with my boots? Joe Pat. Girl, go to sleep. That's from Amory. Warren, nothing is written in stone. Well, no, it will be, actually. That would be written in stone. Maybe just get the word nothing, and then people can go, hey, nothing is written in stone.
Hey, that's pretty
I
good.
like where you're going with that.
Mm-hmm. Piss off, Tinkerbell, says Jimmy Hood.
I would really like to know what prompted that.
Steve, it's been a rough week.
I
Chuck,
guess so.
did we change the sheets on our bed? Holly, I got them. Jeff, good morning. I love you. Oh, that's nice. Tracy, is your throat okay? Christy, nope. That's the text. Nope. Steve says, I don't care if Mom don't care. Robert, got my hair out. Don't know what that means. Matthew, my feet are feeling better.
That's a good thing.
Kevin, IDK. Let's see. Gail says, sounds good. Rhonda says, no check today. Annette, I will. Lynn, I'll be there tomorrow. Yeah, sooner than you think. Andrew had to take vacation to be here. It sounds like this place. Did you ask off for these days that you're going to be dead? Need some answers. We all have a small cooler I can take. You're going to need that, given where you're going. Wayne says, hurry back. The violinist is here.
Oh, boy.
Patrick's, go bleep yourself. Wow, that's what I want on mine.
Okay.
I'll get flack for that, says Jason. Okay, sounds good. Which one are you thinking about? I love the fact that you guys participate in these. Please keep it up. Dixon and Vining, Talk 99.5, talk995.com. Back Monday, dark and early. Talk at you then.
Bye.
Bye-bye now.